The first question, he asks you about work out the number of months in 5 years. Okay, how many months in a year? It will be like 12, right? So it will be 5 times 12, which is equal 60. Okay? For question 2, 3752 correct to the nearest 10. So where's 10? 10 here represented by 5. Okay? I will look at the next digit, which is 2. 2 is poor, give it nothing, so it will be 3750, right? But to the nearest 100, I will look for this situation at 7. The next digit is reach, it will be 3800. Do you understand this part? Now for number 3. Magazine costs 3.40 each. Rosina has $15 to buy as many magazines as possible. Complete the statement. Rosina can buy how many magazines and will have how many left. So in this situation, as long as I know that the total I have is 15 and each is 3.40, so it will be like 15 divided by 3.40. I will take only the whole number. 15 divided by 3.40, which is equal what? You have to do it at calculation. As example, 15 divided by 3.4. The answer as SD, it will be 4.41, right? So it will be only 4. Okay? So this is will be 4. So how many I can buy for magazine? I can buy 4 magazine. Will have how many dollar left? In this situation, عشان أحسب how many dollar left, so I will multiply 4 by 3.4. Okay? 4 by 3.4, it will equal what? This 13.6, right? 13.6. 13.6, so I need to figure out how many left. It will be 15 minus 13.6 equal 1.4. Okay, write down the mathematical name of four-side shape that has rotational symmetry, order 2, and no line of symmetry. Okay, which has no line of symmetry? No line of symmetry. I have two shapes, right? Which is the first one, parallelogram and trapezium. Okay, okay. Parallelogram and trapezium. Of course, for trapezium, it has no rotational symmetry. Rotational symmetry, we know that if we flip the shape by 360 degree, and we'll figure out how many times it will be at the same as we start. So the only one which has no line of symmetry but has two rotational symmetry, it will be parallelogram. Okay. For number 5, he asked me for calculate the mean of these numbers. How I can know the mean of the numbers? The mean of the numbers, it's mean I have to add all the data divided by their numbers, right? So adding all the data divided by their numbers, which is their numbers, I have to count them. So it will be 6, 9, and adding the data all, okay? So the summation of data, it will be 180. It will equal at the end by 20, okay? Now for number divided by 9, because the 9 is the number of data. I have 9 data here. Okay. Train journey start at 21:43. It take 8 hours and 32 minutes. Find the time the journey finishes. So I have to add these two together. Perfect. Of course, we know that plus by using calculator. So how we can use the calculator in this situation? Just click on 21, 21, okay, comma, plus 43, comma, this is all plus 8 hours, he said 8 hours, so 8 comma, then 32 comma, okay, so we can note that it's equal 30, 15, right? طبعا مفيش حاجه اسمها 30 15. يبقى 30 15 دي معناها ان هو عدى خلاص ال 24. يعني هو بعد ال 24 ب how many hours؟ ب 6. يبقى 6 15. فهمت ازاي؟ اوكي. Next one, write the number in order starting with the smallest. So how I can starting with the smallest? I have two options in this situation. How to option? Converted into all decimal. Perfect. طبعا ده decimal 7%. It's like 7 over 100. It's like 0.07. Okay. Now this is 15 over 213. 15 over 213. I can write it as what? 704. Perfect. طبعا احنا هنا بقول start with the smallest. يبقى where's the smallest number here? It will be 0.7, which is 7%. Right? So I have to start by 7%. I prefer to write what it's already written here. يعني ما تكتبش الانسر زي انت كتبتها ديسمال، لا اكتب الانسر اهو هنا. تمام. وبعد كده هناخد 15 over 230. اوكي. بعد كده 0.071 and last one is 0.7. Okay. Write the fraction in simplest form. Of course, the fraction in simplest form by clicking on by you were using the calculator. The final answer will be 24 over 84. 2 over 7. Perfect. وخلي بالك ان هو ما دام طلب منك fraction وطلب منك simplest form، لان ساعات يقول لك write as decimal. لو كتبت الفراكشن هتاخد صفر. ما دام هو طلب منك حاجه any instructions form or instructions word بتتحسب بدرجه. Now simplify. In this simplify, so I have to know which like term. I have 3a, I have minus a. 3a minus a, which is equal 2a, not negative. 3 minus 1, 2a positive. Now I have to look at negative 5b, negative 6b. So it will be negative 11b, right? لازم نركز جدا جدا على النقطة بتاعت الاد والبلس، ولو لقيت نفسك اتوترت هتقول negative 5 minus 6 by using calculator. Okay? For number 10, the cost of hiring bicycle C for y hours is given by the formula, and this is formula. طبعا ال y هنا بتrepresent by a, by the time. Maria pay 36.5 to hire this bicycle. يعني دي كده بتrepresent ال C ولا ال y؟ ال C ال y دي قلنا it's time. هو قال لي 36.5 hour ولا قال لي 36.5 دولار؟ يبقى الدولار دي بتrepresent ال C الكوست. يبقى أنا كأني بقول 36.5 equal 12 plus 3.5 y. He asked me for how many hours she hired. So I will isolate the y. Send the 12 to the other side, will be 36.5 minus 12. After that, divided by 3.5. Because this is multiply, I will send to the other side by divide. Right? Do your calculator. Do your calculation. You will figure out that the final answer will equal 7. Okay? Okay. هنا the cost of hiring bicycle it's C. So الكوست يعني اللي هيدفعه في الآخر C. لقد إيه؟ لعدد y من ال hours. Is given by the formula, and this is the formula. Since C is the cost, y is the time. The total time that she hired the bicycle. Maria paid 36.5. يعني هي دفعت كله في الآخر 36.5 to hire this bicycle. يبقى اللي هي دفعته 36. يبقى 36 دي بتريبريزنت مين؟ السي. يبقى 36.5 بتريبريزنت السي. Okay? And he asked me for the total hours that she hired the bicycle. So it's like an equation in one variable, and I have to isolate the variable. Okay? Here, as long as I have vectors, so the first thing I have to know to prepare everything. This is here A, it's already written here, but 2B, I need 2B. So it will be 2 multiply negative 2 and the 5, which is equal negative 4 and the 10. So this is represented by 2B. Now I have to substitute the value of A, it will be 3 and the 7, minus the value of B, it will be negative 4 and the 10. Of course, I can put it in one variable. It will be 3 minus negative 4, right? Don't forget that we have, just a minute, 7 minus 10. 3 minus negative 4. If you have any issue with this, use the calculator. 3 minus negative. which is 3 plus, because I have two signs after each other. Okay, if we have two signs after each other, we have to admit that this is represented by positive, right? So it will be 7 and the negative 3. Okay, here the diagram shows pair of parallel line and a straight line. Write down the geometrical reason why the value x equal 52. What does this mean? I have many names for this. We have like supplementary interior, we have like corresponding, we have like vertical opposite, we have like alternate. This is all I can represent it in parallel line. But this corresponding, it has to be on the same line over each other. This is corresponding. This is corresponding. هنا above the line at the right of the transversal, above the line at the right of the transversal. So this is called corresponding. But here it's opposite for each other, so it has to be alternate. Okay? Now for the next one. He asked me for y, and I know that the accumulative angle around one point equal 360. So I will write like 360 minus the summation of the other two angles, which is equal, by using the calculator of course, 196. دايما 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 لما يسألني على الريزون ما ينفعش أكتب calculation. ما ينفعش أكتب calculation. It's not allowed to write calculation. I have to write reason letters. What the main formula or what the idea I use it here, that's angle at point summation to 360. Angles or the accumulative angle around one point equals 360. Angles at a point summation 360. So never write calculation here. If you wrote down any calculation, it will give you 1 mark only, nothing more. For number 13, calculate the volume of the sphere with diameter 4.8. What is the volume of the sphere? He already gave it to me, 4 over 3 pi r cube. Okay, and he said the diameter, but he gave me r. So I need to figure out the radius, of course. What the radius if the diameter is 4.8? Of course, radius is represented by diameter divided by 2, so it will be 4.8 divided by 2 equal 2.4. Exactly, 2.4. So for this situation, it will be 2.4. And as long as it's 2.4, so I will substitute the value. It will be 4 over 3 multiplied by pi. I will use the pi, which is in calculator, multiplied by r, which is 2.4, all to power 3. Write all of this on the calculator, please. Write all of this on calculator. Okay. وما دام ما قاليش اعمل لي approximation لاي حاجه الرقم اللي هيطلع لي كله هكتبه كله. example 57 91 whatever. يعني بنكتب اكبر عدد من النمبر. Okay. For question 14. By writing each number in the calculation corrected to one significant figure, work out an estimation. Okay. Okay. By writing each number in the calculation corrected to one significant figure, work out an estimation for the value. I need an estimation. But the estimation represented by what? Estimation represented by one significant figure. Okay. So I have to approximate each number by one significant figure. I have this number 6.7. One significant figure, it will be this number, right? So I will look at the next digit. 7 is rich or poor? It will be 7. Perfect. 2.1, it will be 2. 18, it will be what? No, one significant figure. This is me the first. يا أيها نركز. 5.9. Exactly. Now I have to write down this as a 12. So it will be 7 multiplied by 2 divided by 20 minus 6. شفت الدنيا سهلة ازاي؟ نعملها الأول وحدها الدنيا هتبقى واضحة. هتبقى 14 divided by 14 which is equal 1. So the final answer is 1. Now for the next one. In number 14. 15. Eric has 4 colors of pen. The table shows the probability that he uses in each color. Of course, I know that the total probability equal what? Total of any probability equal what? Equal 1, right? So to figure out the missing one, it will be like 1 subtracted by the summation of the other probability as this. Do you understand this? Okay. So I have to subtract it both and figure out the final answer, which is 0.22. Okay? Now factorize. I need to looking for the factorize. How I can factorize this? The first thing I have to looking at HCF for the post term. How we can look at HCF for post term? I will look at x, 8x power of 2. 8, it's like triple 2, right? X power 2, it's like x multiplied by x. Now for 20x, 20 it's like 4 times 5, 4 it's like double 2, and there's a 5 of course. وطبعا بنحط كل نمبر تحت اللي شبهه 1x. I have only 1x. We can note that I have this 2, okay, this 2, okay, this x, okay. So how many common? 2 times 2 times x, which is 4x, right? Now open the bracket, write the remainder. 2x here for the first, okay, here some minus, then 5. Do you understand what's happening, right? Again احنا عملنا factorizing for each term. عملنا factorizing هنا وخدنا الكومن. هنا common 2 واحدة 2 وهنا common واحدة 2 كمان وهنا common x، صح؟ هنا multiply by x. يعني كأني بقول عشان بس ما نتلخبطش من شكلهم هنا عشان ما نبقاش كده ومultiply. هنا كأني 2 multiply by 2 multiply by x which is equal 4x. This is the common. خلاص؟ والباقي اللي هو ده بيتكتب جوه. شفتها ازاي؟ اوكي. Number 17. The nth term of the sequence 10 minus n power 2. Write down the first three term of this sequence. يبقى each time مرة هحط ال n ب 1 مرة هحط ال n ب 2 مرة هحط ال n ب 3 عشان عايز ال first term. هستخدم calculator. 10 minus 1 power 2 which is equal 9, right? Then 10 minus 2 power 2. 2 power 2 4 يبقى 10 minus 4 equal 6. 10 minus 3 power 2 اللي هي 9 تبقى 1. calculator. هتعمل على calculator تعمل كده 10 minus بتفتح براكت باور 2. كل مرة تغير النمبر. هنا مرة تحط 1 مرة تحط 2 مرة تحط 3 وراح راسك عشان ما تتلخبطش. This is the first four term of another sequence. Find an expression for the nth term of this sequence. So each time we adding 3, so it's called 3n. 3n مش n plus 3. Does the first term 3? No, it's 7. So 3 to become 7, I have to add 4. Do you understand this? طيب هناخد واحدة تانية عشان نتأكد إن أنت فاهم ولا لأ. لما أقول لك 5 7 9 11 الرول هنا هتبقى إيه؟ ممتاز جدا. وعشان نتأكد ممكن تشيل ال n وتحط مثلا السكند تيرم. هتقول 2 times 2 4 plus 3 ب 7. تحط الفورث تيرم 2 times 4 ب 8 plus 3 ب 11. يبقى أنت مش صح. هنا the length L meter of the piece of wood 3.6 meter corrected to the nearest 10 centimeter. Compare or complete this statement about the value. ما دام هنا قال لي to the nearest 10 يبقى أنا هاخد ال 10 وأعملها divided by إيه؟ by 2 تديني كام؟ 5. يبقى مرة هعمل بلس 5 ومرة ماينس 5 بس دي في حالة الإيه؟ في حالة السنتيمتر. هو مديني بالإيه ب 3.6 متر يبقى أنا I have to convert from meter to centimeter. To convert from meter to centimeter it will be yes times 100 perfect so it will be 360 right? So 360 centimeter. So once I have to add 5. So once it will be plus 5, once it will be minus 5. So plus 5 it will be 365 minus 5 it will be 355. هنحطها بقى طبعا بالإل عشان هو كان مديهاني بالمتر. ارجع بقى احط الديسيمال افتر 2 ديجيت فهتبقى هنا 3.65 وهنا 3.55. فهمت ازاي؟ اوكي؟ عشان هنا انا بعمل ابروكسيميشن بالسنتيمتر فاهم؟ عشان انت تعمل ابروكسيميشن بالسنتيمتر فانت فين هنا 2 دي this one. لا احنا دايما اي حاجه بيقول لي approximation to the nearest unit اي يونت تاني بعملها divided by 2. اي يونت قال لي مثلا approximation to the nearest 100 سنتيمتر بعمل divided by 2 يبقى each time I have to add 50 or subtract 50. Okay.